one thing that gets, that's in the news a lot and that people have been talking about is the court's emergency docket. It's getting a lot of attention. And I suspect most people who petition the Supreme Court feel that that case is very urgent and it requires immediate attention. So how does the court look at all the cases that come in and decide which ones should be under the emergency docket and which should be under the normal process?
I'm so glad you asked that, because that is a question that people have been asking a lot because the emergency docket has been in the news. So when I was describing all these petitions for certiorari that come in, you can think of it as two tracks. All those petitions for certiorari are what's on, we can think of as, let's call it the merits docket. And that's the regular docket. That's what we've always decided. That's kind of the slow-moving process. These cases that come on the emergency docket, it's a different track altogether. And on that emergency docket, these are cases that are still pending in the lower courts. So they're not coming to us for final resolution. It's not an appeal from a decision that the lower court has made such that we're taking it and we're resolving it finally. When cases come on the emergency docket, they're cases that are asking for what's called interim relief. And they're saying, listen, let's imagine a lower court entered an injunction. They're saying, this is an emergency, we need quick action because while this case is being litigated, I mean, let's say that some policy of the administration has been enjoined. The administration might say, while we are litigating this case, having this injunction in place is harming us, is irreparably harming us in a way that we can't recover from. So in this interim, please stay this injunction while we're litigating the case. So it's really about what is the status quo going to be while the litigation happens. And the court, when we weigh in on that, we're not definitively resolving the question. We're asking a series of questions like, well, if you're going to ask us to say this injunction, you have to show us that, you know, it's more likely than not that you would win in the end, that it really would cause irreparable harm if we don't stay this injunction while things are playing out. But I guess the big thing I would say is these are not final resolutions. These are kind of quick things that are happening in the interim while these cases are still being fully litigated below.